Alrighty. Alrighty. Guys, ready for this? It's another Storytelling Tuesday. Yes, another Storytelling Tuesday. We got a pre-show this time. I was taking people a while to get on here. This is why we have a pre-show. This is what's happening now. Talked about this last time. I always put out the post. I tell people when to get here, but people go. YouTube's not giving out notifications. Evidently, people don't often get them. But hopefully, gonna wait and get some people on here. Hopefully. Well, there we go. We still got somebody on here. Somebody. And now nobody. All right, guys, come on. Let's get on here. Let's get this story. Let me close that behind me. Kind of funny when I have things scripted and I have plan nights that I go at the same time. It seems like it takes people a little bit of a while to get on here. There's people jumping in and going away. Come on, let's get some consistency on here. We're getting ready to go here, guys. Getting ready to get the something stuck in my teeth. Getting ready to get the pre-show going. You guys are going to enjoy it. Spent a lot of time on it. I was just say, how do I have 2 likes and like 1 person on? Things being YouTube Live being funky right now. Being funky on my end. It's being funky on my end. Oh, now what? I got 3 likes. Got 3 likes, 3 people on, and nobody's saying what's up yet. Turn this thing down more, I think. I've just seen turned almost all the way down. Sorry, trying to see how this looks in the background. Make sure you guys can see it. Who's up? Who's here? Says I got 3 people. 3 people. I haven't had a comment yet. Nobody's giving me a hey, what's up? We're here. How's it going? It's been a long time. None of that. It's kind of confusing. Yeah, I got my little still there. Oh, wait, there. Oh, driving. There you go. That'd be a reason you're not commenting. Don't want you to get any sort of accident over me. Yeah. Okay, should I just start this? I'm gonna just start this part. This is the pre-show. Heller. All right, now we have 2. Getting ready to get the pre-show thing going. Because I told you we were working on this last time. We're going to do a pre-show before we get people on here so we can do the storytelling. Because we want to get people on here because people start coming in the middle of the story to go back and try to retell the story and all that stuff. That'd be kind of hard. I couldn't get any cheerleaders here. So yeah, I talked to some potential cheerleaders and other stuff to come in before the pre-show, but I couldn't get anybody live. So and well, I didn't get any video. Somebody just a video of like chicks fishing or whatever. But I was able to. Well, I think you like this. I think you'll like this. Yeah. Yeah. Blue lines. Well, this is the steel stuff right now. Yeah, that's what I got, guys. Look. I got some eye candy for the background when we're doing the pre-show thing. I think last time it took about 40 minutes, 35 minutes so before we started getting people on here. Zoom in on the monitor. Yeah, well, you said to try to do something that's kind of, fishing oriented. So, yeah, I found some pictures of fishing, women fishing, and yeah, so figured, like I said, what we're doing the pre-show thing and getting everybody on here. Might as well have some really cool fish, caught fish in the background. That'll be, figure that'll keep you guys happy. Yeah, well, yeah, it is women fishing, but it's there's a lot of good fish. I wanted to keep the fishing theme going during the pre-show, so this is what I came up with. Just something to keep the thing going until we get to the actual storytelling. So, yeah. I mean, you guys, nobody's even looking at me anymore. I know that. All eyes are on the monitor right about now. But yeah, I didn't know there were so many women that fished, and so many women that fished that actually only fish wearing bikinis. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, sorry, I gotta drink this way. I want to keep it out of frame. That was fun. And the research for this guy, it was really hard. I mean, the time I had to take at the computer, finding all this stuff, and downloading it, and having to stare at it. Oh, wait. That's right now. Yeah, it took a lot of time, and it was a lot of tough work, but I was able to put together this little collection of some fishing videos, or not videos, but photos for you guys. It's fast. Yeah, I did actually find some actual bass. Most of them seem to be saltwater species. Don't really know why, but I did find some bass stuff along the way. See, there's bass. Blonde mullets. I don't know. I just wagering to guess how many of these women in the pictures actually caught these fish. Or is this somehow just all staged? That is the question for tonight. Did these women all catch these fish, or did they just take pictures of these fish in their bikinis? I don't know. It's hard to say. They all could be really good female fishermen. But I said, who's to say? Come on, we're being a little slow here. Being a little slow getting the storytelling going. That does look like really good sushi, though. It knows it's going to take this long. I should have got more photos. I have like 40 of them, I think, or 30 something of them. It's be a good story, though. It's another good story about, well, if you're tournament fishing, about tournament fishing. So I'm going to do mostly ones that are about this stuff. And then eventually move on to other storytelling that's more life stuff and not actually fishing stuff. Wow, that is a big ass freaking catfish right there, isn't it? I don't know what that is. Okay, how many people can tell me the species that these women are catching? I mean, or do you even notice that they actually have fish? I think that's a largemouth there. Those were largemouth. I saw those. Full lip, big lip. Is that an American barracuda? So that T-gear carp? I think that's a grouper there. That's a bonefish, isn't it? I think those are starry flounder, aren't they? I don't know. I think that's a grouper. Hunto Fisho, what's up? You made it to the pre-show. I said the comments are going to start going. I know it. I gotta wait till I start getting. I gotta find more of these images. This is just what I was able to find today. Pre-show, Hunto Fisho pre-show. Remember I said I couldn't get any live cheerleaders and interactive stuff, so I no, it's a file of, and I spent a lot of time doing this today, and I had to research all this, and I had to find all these photos, and it was not fun having to look at all this stuff and find all this stuff. It was just, it took me like a couple hours, and I had to stare at just women with fish. It was not very fun, but I found all this footage. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep expanding it, because by the time this storytelling is over, everyone's gonna be like, oh, same old pictures. Come on, let's go. Let's find other women that fish. And sorry if anybody actually women fishermen, believe it or not. That's all it was. Oh, I think it was actually images of women fishing. That's all I typed in. Images of women fishing. And I found all these women. No, it was, I seriously just typed in women fishing. and and yeah, I guess every woman that fishes actually fishes in a bikini by these photos. that, that's just that's I said I didn't do it. I didn't say hot, sexy chicks fishing, none of that. I just put women fishing. And all this stuff showed up. So that's kind of why, all the women that are fishermen that have fishing channels, this is usually their thumbnails. The whole show, they might not be in a bikini, but the thumbnail is going to be something like this, no matter what. So that's just kind of the way it always goes. And then you watch a video and you're like, well, where'd you get that thumbnail from? You were never in a bikini during the whole shoot. Just lucky, I guess, or paparazzi provided the photo. But oh, good, we're starting to get people on. I guess showing regular women fishermen in the background is starting to get people to stay on. The pre-show is working. I don't know who it was, but that was a genius idea last week to have a pre-show until we get people on for the actual story. I said, who can actually tell me what fish are being caught here? I think that's actually, is that speckled trout there? Oh, we lost a few people. I know. Who would come on and then drop out with this in the background? I mean, come on, seriously. Who would seriously pop in here and go, yeah, nah, I don't think I'm going to stick around for that live. Because, yeah, I just, I don't. Exactly. You got to know how to play your audience. Yeah, these, I don't know. I haven't met any fishermen like this, or fisher women. I haven't met any when I'm out. They're not usually dressed like this with their fly rods, but pictures don't lie. They're evidently out there, and they fish in this attire. Because there's pictures of them in this attire with fish and fishing. So that's a huge freaking catfish. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it would. Be like, nice fish you just got. What? They'd be like, what are you looking at? The fish you got. I swear. Nothing else. I thought you guys liked that for the pre-show though. Some video and stuff of these women fishing would be a lot of fun too. But I just couldn't. I didn't have time. Didn't have time to try and research and find a whole bunch of video of the women fishing. But I said most of the women, when they're fishing, that's their thumbnail. But then when they're fishing, they're not in it. That sort of attire anyway. So is what it is. I got props. I got props for this one too. So I don't know. Let me give it some time here. I said last time, anyway, at 7:30, most of it didn't get going until around, I don't know, around like 8, something like that, a little after 8. That's why I said, oh, we're gonna get the pre-show. So we're waiting for the good storytelling. We get to have fun with this sort of stuff. At least it's something in the background. And we can conversate. We can, have some fun talking about. The other thing I realized by looking at this is that I didn't realize how many younger women are into fishing. I mean, right? I mean, I don't know. I didn't know fishing was such a young sport for women, or at least for women to be young to be in the sport. I thought we'd have a lot of older women that are fishermen, but I don't know, by these photos, and there seems to be a really good influx of, I don't know, probably 25 and younger age group women that are into fishing, which is good. Helps grow the sport, getting the younger women into it. That's nice. What percentage of these? What percentage of these photos do you think the person actually caught the fish? uh, I don't. I don't think it's. I. I don't know. I'd be impressed if a lot of these women were the ones that actually caught the fish. But like I said, the search that I put in was just simply women fishermen. It wasn't anything provocative or anything else. It was just women that fish. And I found all these good photos of these women that fish. Well, I did notice that one girl that was holding it actually had gloves on. So maybe she did catch him. So the majority of this seems to be saltwater fishing or out in the boat. Probably mostly Florida is where I'd say most of this from. Obviously from bikinis. That is a really good striped bass though. Does not hold it. I don't know why she's holding it downhill. So you guys glad I took the time to research all this today? and if it's anybody that anybody knows, I'm sorry. If it's anybody's wife on here that I accidentally captured and found the footage of, I'm sorry. I was just trying to get some background stuff pre-show. Appreciate my hard times doing the research for this. I don't know. Maybe next week it'll just be all this, pictures of big fish and not women fishing. Or butts. Low budget. You're on here now. That's why I said I'm kind of waiting. I don't know. I said a lot of people don't get. This is the pre-show. This is us getting ready for more people to get on because, like I said, last time 7:30 and we didn't get most people on here until after 8. So I said there's going to be about a 45-minute pre-show. This is just the first of the pre-show, and I spent a lot of. I've been saying it the whole time. Free game. Yeah, free game. Free show. This is the free storytelling. This is just what I was able to collect for it this time. No, I tried to find a lot of video of women fishing, but there seems to be a lot more pictures of women fishing than there are videos of women fishing. So I had to go for a slideshow right now. So yeah, that's what we have. I said next time I don't know. The pre-show will grow from here. Let's put it that way. There might be like prizes and giveaways during the pre-show once it gets going. once it gets to that point, yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, pre-game. Basically, that's what you said. Pre-game. Kind of like it. I said I just noticed that it starts out 7:30, but it seems to get going and more people later on. Once it gets to the storytelling part, which is probably going to be hard to do after you guys are just having fun watching this. You're going to be like, story? Yeah, I got the fire waiting too. Once I get to my part of it. So this is the pre-show. It's like we should have, I don't know, shots contest, all kinds of fun stuff. I don't know. This is like the fourth. I think the fourth one, right? I think the fourth storytelling. So it seems like it would start getting going more. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said this is why it's pre-show. This is the pre-show. You guys aren't even looking at me. Yeah, I've seen her. I try to get. I think that's her ass there, isn't it? Yeah, I said I was gonna get video and stuff for the next pre-show, maybe. Fan meetup, Angle Live. Yeah, I'll get there. It's not the best time to do any meetups right now with this freaking weather still. And we're supposed to get like, I don't know. So the first 7 days of March or something like that is all rain again. And I was just at El Estero today, and from yesterday to today, they dropped it like 2 feet. They turned on the pumps and they pumped a whole bunch of water out of it, either last night or this morning. So I guess they're getting ready for more rain, even in the little freaking local pond in Monterey, because it was, yeah. I came in this place where it was up against the seawall, like that far from the top. Now it's all the way down it and actually sand before it. They dropped it like 2 feet or more. Just, I think just last night. It had to be. It was either last night or this morning. But so I guess March is a predicted wet month, evidently. I just love those. I love those starry flounder. Thank you. Is that thank you. At least somebody appreciates. Thank you, low budget. Yeah, see? Somebody paid me for my research and the time and the painstaking effort I took to accumulate really good pictures of normal women fishing. Thank you, low budget. See, somebody appreciates the, how hard it was for me to have to sit in front of the computer and stare at and find these sort of pictures for this pre-show. And I'm probably gonna have to do it again during the week for the next pre-show because you're all gonna have all these memorized. You're gonna have all these memorized by the next one. So I'm definitely gonna have to get a new crop of these or some video. Chris, Welcome to the pre-show. Oh, wait, what? Hurts on here? Bruce and Bass. What? James, I don't think you've ever made. Have you made a storytelling before? Maybe you have. I don't remember. Yeah, I had to find all this footage for you guys. Spent a long time finding this. I keep telling everybody. And I'm gonna have to do it and keep doing it for the storytelling pre-shows. No, I didn't think you've ever been on here for one. Well, this isn't the normal. Yeah, that's what I said. I say 7:30, but it usually takes about 45 minutes before. I'm a slacker. Yeah, I said last time I did this 7:30. And yeah, like so that's where we all created the pre-show thing, which is what's going on in the background. Chris, come on. They're women that fish. Yeah, Chris, these are just women that fish. I searched for women that fish, and this is what came up, and these are the images. So, yeah, don't. I wasn't biased. I wasn't biased. I didn't type in sexy hot women, nothing. My somebody asked us earlier in the feed. My search was simply women fishermen, and all this came up. I said, "That's the." I'm gonna have to go to the. It's that steel berry fruity drink. Yeah, that's what I said. We came up with this like. Well, I don't think you were here last week, Chris. But anyway, we came up with this whole pre-show thing because there was a few of us on here in the beginning, and I don't know. I said maybe because notifications don't come out or time or whatever. It usually took about 45 minutes for a good crowd or the good normal crowd to get on so I could actually start the actual storytelling. And yeah, I'm going to have to take this off the background and we will go to just the fire during the actual storytelling because I'm pretty sure, guys, I'm actually over here. I'm I'm this way. It's like I kind of feel like a woman that has big boobs. Like my eyes are up here. It's kind of I'm over here. Yeah, that was late. That was last Friday, right? Chris was on when that happened. That was funny. I remember Chris's comment. I'm confused. I was pretty drunk, but I do remember you doing that, Chris Sherrill. Uh, oh, oh, James, do you want me to pause on any of them while I'm going? Shh, shh. James is having a moment. We just got to figure out. Do you want me to? Do you have a certain image you want me to pause it on, James? You advertised and then passed out. Chris, you weren't having a moment. James was. That one? All right, I'll pause it right here. Like them all. uh, yeah, they're all pretty good. Can't wait to research for the next ones. And we're like getting people in, we're getting people out. I'm surprised with my thumbnail. I'm surprised with the thumbnail we don't have a bunch of freaking trolls in here. Of course, it's not really late enough for the trolls. I don't think I can pause any of these, actually. Let me see. Oh, no, pausing doesn't work. I tried to pause it on just one so you guys can get more of a focus, but it didn't. See, I don't understand that one. I don't understand why she's holding it downhill. Bad scripting. Holy mackerel. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Holy schnook. There's a snook. I said earlier if people can tell me what kind of fish all these are. And I said to her, or do you guys even notice they're actually holding fish? There's a tuna there? I never saw a tuna. That's definitely a speckled trout. I was pointing at the fish, not a crotch, I swear. Yeah. She was holding a mirror carp. Why am I noticing what fish they're holding and nobody else is? She does not have a fish on her. She doesn't have a fish either. But I'm sure she's a dedicated fisherwoman. She seems to be fishing one in a Barbie pole there. She's probably a really good fly fisherman. She actually looks like she caught those fish. Hey, you guys said you wanted something that dealt with fishing for the pre-show. So this is what I came up with. It could go a lot further. And probably will. Because this is only the first week of the pre-show. The storytelling pre-show. And it was a good idea. I don't even remember who brought it up. Yeah, Red Snapper. Yeah, I said the jokes can go everywhere. NBA, you made it. NBA, welcome to my pre-show. Yeah, we're getting ready to do Storytelling Tuesday. But last week, since it seemed to take a while for people to get on here, we all decided I needed a pre-show. We need a pre-show and something. And so we came up with a bunch of ideas, videos, cheerleaders, women here live doing cheerleading. That couldn't pull any of that out. So I decided to get some images of real women and normal women that fish. So this is what I came up with. Wifey's still calling me to bed. It's only 11, isn't it? Can't be later than 11. Honey, I'm just watching fishing. I'm watching CCB Live. It's a fishing show. I like that one with the sushi. Oh, that girl's actually on a bass boat. That was a Barbie pole, I'm pretty sure. I try to get, all makes and life and just everything. Try to get the whole thing going on there. There's some good fish at least. Oh, High Country and NBA, you guys know each other, huh? Yes, we do. I go to his lives, he goes to mine. Well, we just jumped up, guys. See, and all these good ideas, and all these good ideas, and everything else, they come up with this sort of stuff comes from when I'm live. My CCB crew, my think tank. I said we came up with this last week, and it was because it took a while. It took a while to get. Yeah, it took a while. I mean, it just took a while, and so I said, "Hey, they do it for the NBA, pregame show, all that other stuff." So, yeah, like I said, we came up with this fun idea, and like I said, who knows where I'll go? I mean, this is fish oriented, guys. I'm staying true to CCB. It's fishing. I'm not just showing women in bikinis. I'm not just showing, all kinds of twerking and dancing and that. Come on, I don't want to keep it too I don't want to keep it, it can't be too. It's about me a little bit. I know, but see, now that I got you guys going with this, I mean, I'm gonna have to keep adding and adding and adding and adding and adding. I think there's like 40 of them in here. Well, see, I actually did this because I'm almost the point I have to go to the bathroom before I get the whole, full density. Really? Hunto Fisher, what are you like, Rain Man? How'd you know that? There's actually 34 with the one that says 7:30 tonight. You, how did Hunto Fisher actually count that there's? I think there are. Well, there's 34 with the one that comes up at the end that says 7:30 tonight. What? Fish Visions is going live now. She's doing going live on my live night. Yeah, I just got a thing that says Fish Visions. I don't know if you know who he is. Exactly. Yeah, there are 33 images in here. Well, I said 34, but he probably didn't count. He was counting women, not the fact that the one comes up at the very end and says 7:30 tonight. Good job, Hunto. I would. You must be studying those photos really well. Or it's just a flash memory thing. Yeah, that is really weird. I can't believe you said that. Can't believe you actually counted them. Yeah, if I go to the file folder, when I select them all, it's at 33. For the long haul. Well, I got my new one I just started. Plus, got some more wine down there. Yeah, it seemed like I had so many, but I didn't realize how long it takes for it to go through all these. I thought it'd be longer, but it's almost time to start the storytelling, guys. I know you. I probably did my own demise by having all this. and then suddenly going, my own demise for having this as a pre-show. It seems like everybody's gonna come on for the pre-show, and then once I get to my storytelling, everyone's gonna be like, "I have to go. See ya. Bye." Oh, all right, guys. Deflate. I tell good stories. I swear. All right. Before the storytelling, I gotta do a bathroom break. You guys don't mind if I move the camera over so it's more of a close up of the screen? Are you guys good with that? I'll only be a minute. You good? Not all. No. All right. I'll move it right here. How's that? Is that good, guys? Is that good? I'll be right back. I just got to do a little bit of a bathroom break. Maybe you guys can see it better this way. All right, guys, I made it back. I made it back. Did I miss anything? Did any new pictures show up? Oh, I'm hooked. You showed up. At least you guys were able to talk to yourselves while I was doing a little bit of a bathroom break. Oh. Sorry, it's the first time I've taken a bathroom break. It's like we lost a few people. We're up to like 11 when I left. Now we're down to 7. The women couldn't even keep people's focus. I know. That's what I said. I can imagine. I can go back and watch. I can go back live and watch the comments. I know what you guys are saying when I left. All right, guys. I'm getting ready to go to storytelling, which means the women are going away. Sorry, I'm hooked. You missed it. This has been 45 minutes of this. Oh, more than that. It's been 50 minutes of this. You got to come on for the pre-show. Yeah, this is why. This is why we started this. Were you here last week when we got going with this? Got to stay in with the loop. They gave me this idea, and I had to spend all day researching and downloading painstakingly these photos. But we got to get storytelling. It's Storytelling Tuesday. I have a good one. Good one. This show's about fishing. That's why I'm promoting True Women That Fish by having all these true women here in the background. This is a real life look at women that fish today. This isn't staged. It's just not photos of hot chicks with fish. Gotta go for now. Yeah, this. I try to depict a true representation of women in the fishing and just women you would just see on the lake when you were fishing is why what I tried to capture with all of this. What fish? Well, some of them don't have fish, but all of them have poles. So many places I could go with that. Yeah, story time. All right, I'm killing this. Sorry, guys. Gotta kill it at some point. Now I gotta find the campfire. Exactly. Yeah, now you're gonna be here earlier, I'm hooked, because you're gonna be here for the pre-show. You're gonna be here for the pre-show, I know it. Okay, guys. Now it's now we have to get back to, get our minds focused again. That's exactly what I said. What did I create with this whole pre-show thing? I'm like creating my own demise. Now we're so there's gonna be like, instead of using the pre-show to get everybody here so I could tell my story, it's suddenly gonna be what pre-show? There was like 40 people, and then suddenly I go to story time and I'm like, we're down to 5? With what? I'm sorry, I didn't see that. And shit, there it was. Damn. I can't believe it. I do like this better. This is just more peaceful. I need music with the I know. We stayed. Last night, yeah, we were up to 11 or so. All right, let me actually, yeah. All right, back to storytelling. I said, what am I creating? I come to fly life. Everyone's getting their hellos in. Uh, yeah, it's like, be careful what you create. Might be a good way to put that one. All right, well, this one is another one. I said I have a bunch of others, but this is another one at Nazi. Because I did the last one Nazi, and remember I had I had the map of Nazi. Well, I'm kind of in that first spot. My first spot right down from the launch ramp. The one that was my main one before I wandered all over the place and went back to it. But this is actually a night tournament. And this is only my second night tournament. Remember the first one was the disastrous one. Still here, still driving. Great. If you're suddenly not here, we're gonna think you died because you were trying to comment while you were watching. So yeah, this was my second night tournament. I said the San Antonio one, disaster, never caught anything, only went there once. But Nazi, at this point, I knew the lake. And I had a plan. Because I actually studied death by farts. I actually tried, I mean, I'd fished at night before. And I don't know, I caught fish around launch ramps and around places where there were lights. Well, suddenly, here I am. And like I said, at Nazi, people go, or when I was at San Antonio, everyone's like, oh, dude, a full moon, you can see everything. Well, obviously, I told you can't see freaking. I mean, you can see, but your depth perception, everything else is freaking totally off. But we're here at Nazi, and actually, it's like a 6-hour tournament. I think our launch was at 6:00, and I think it was 6. Yeah, it was 6 to midnight. pretty sure. And this was in summertime. It was in June, late June, might have been July. But you know me, I had my high speed cranking thing. Like I said, back then I was power fishing. It was usually surface or cranking. Wasn't much of a plastics guy or jigs or anything like that. It was pretty much power fishing. So I went into this one and I assumed, okay, this is cool. I have about, it got dark about, I don't know, 8:30, 8:15, 8:30. We launched at 6. My spot was right there by launch. It only took me like 2 minutes to get there. I figured this would be perfect. It's a night tournament. I don't know what the hell I'm doing in the middle of the night. I have no idea how to fish at night on these lakes. But I have 2.5 hours before it's dark. So I can do my high speed cranking, maybe some surface, maybe I can get a good limit. And then I can go on that. And then after it gets dark in that, I can, if I fail and can't do anything, at least I'll have a good limit. So I go around that point, I hit the first spot, I run through it, and bingo, bango. And sure enough, right away, my first run through it. Oh, I forgot to hit repeat. Sorry. I run through it, and bam, I catch one that's like a 3-pounder. And Nasi Metal this time, like I said, 7. What the hell? Get out of here. It's funny. While I'm on my live, I keep getting updates from somebody else that's live. It's like, really, I'm live. Why would you be giving me updates? Shouldn't they be able to tell that I'm live? Why would they give me? Anyway, but yeah, no, this is like 7 to 9 pounds at this point. Now it's up to like 10 or 13. So over the last few years, I don't know if the spots, it's mostly spots. So obviously spots have gotten bigger. Yeah, I ran through it and I caught a 3-pounder. 2 3/4. It was probably like 212, 214, something like that. But it was basically a 3-pounder. And I'm like, great. First run through it. Took about, I don't know, 30 minutes or something for me to run through it. So I whip back around. It's like a half mile, 3/4 of a mile, this stretch that I'm going through. And there's little cuts in it where I'm working the high speed cranking. So I'm like, great. Okay, yeah. Whip back through in about the same spot. I catch another one that's like 1.5 pounds. I'm like, great, cool. Got a 3-pounder, 1.5 pounds. Finish up the run. Nothing else along it. They just seem to be at this point kind of in that one spot. And I'm like, okay, good. It's now like, I don't know, 7:30, going 8 o'clock. So instead of going back through it with high speed crank, it's high speed crank. Once it starts to getting into the lower line, it starts decreasing as a high odds technique. So I go back through it with the surface lure and the spook. Well, I run back through it. I think I had time to run through it here once. And I think I just kind of kept going because it was getting to the point that it was going to be like pitch black. And it's freaking crickets. I can't get anything. And so suddenly here I am in a night tournament. And I just told you that my whole process of going into it was great. I have about 2.5 hours of light. I'm sure I can either on the surface lure or the crank get myself a good limit. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing after dark. So after that, I won't have to worry. And suddenly it's almost completely pitch black. And I only have 2 fish. I have a good one. I have a 3-pounder and I have one that's like 1.5 pounds. But suddenly I only have 2 fish. And so I'm like, great. Now I actually have to figure out how to catch fish after dark in the full moon. And well, to me, I couldn't see anything. That's sort of why this one's called Stick to the Plan. I said I'd done some fishing when I was little, and that I fished around the launch ramp at Pudding Stone where I grew up. And there was a lighthouse, there were lights, so it was lit up, and I used to catch them. But other than that, my night fishing expertise is nothing. Never when it's full moon and no like light shining on the water and lots of light letting it up. So I did some research and I kind of came to the fact that people said, black flukes at night or, something that you could roll like a jitter jig or jitterbug, something on the surface and all that. And I'm like, those are kind of out of my comfort zone. I want something that I could just like the high speed crank, but instead of reeling real fast, something that I could just roll through the water column. And so I actually came up and really, so Nielsen knows put the PUD that they call it now. So anyway, out of all that, and people said surface lures and blah blah, but I tried to spook right before dark, and not even a bite, crickets. But I did come up with a game plan. That was a single blade spinnerbait, and I don't remember if it was a quarter ounce or it was 3/8, but everyone said black. Because you're like, oh, at night you want it black. So if they're down below with the moon out, they see the silhouette from above. The same thing they said about if you're using a fluke or a jitterbug or something, black and all that. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, black, but I'm kind of running it down a little deeper. But what if they see it from the side? I might want to have it kind of bright. And I went with single blade because Colorado, you can roll it slower. There's more thump, so it's more vibration. So you get the vibration plus, obviously down below with the black. So what I did was I hooked it up. I made a black skirt up with a little bit of chartreuse in the skirt. And this one has the white grub, but I put a chartreuse grub on it. Because I did a lot of lace, I did a lot of research, did a lot of stuff about night fishing, how to catch them at night, full moon, dark everywhere, or not even a moon. And it came up the spinnerbait because you could roll it slow, and with the single blade, you get the thump. And they all said black because looking up, but I'm like, well, if they see from the side, so that's kind of why I came up with that combination. So, and like I said, I thought I would have a limit and be good to go even before dark. So I didn't even have to deal with this because it was scaring the hell of me to have to fish after dark because I'm not used to it and blah blah blah. So suddenly comes to that point, and like I said, I had my plan. I was supposed to stick to my plan. Once it got completely dark, because I wasn't a worm guy or a jig guy. Okay. No more pre-shows for you, low budget or budget Bassin. No more pre-shows for you. What? Look, it came up again. Why do I keep getting freaking notifications from somebody else that's live? Shouldn't YouTube know that I'm live? So why are they telling me that somebody else I'm sub to is live? Makes no freaking sense. Part of the reason half of you, when I am live, don't get notifications. Okay, so yeah, okay, I'm in this situation, and I had my game plan. So I had my game plan. I said I did the research, everything else. Fluke after dark, not my thing. Surface lure, yeah, kind of my thing, but I'd already been there right before dark and all that. Nothing. But I had to spin it ready. So I go to the end. It's now like 9 o'clock. Close to 8:45, something like that. So I go to the end of my run. I start fishing. I go, I don't know. I think I went about, no, I didn't even go that long. I gave it like 5, 6 casts. And obviously, I didn't get anything. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, after the story, we'll go back to the women. We'll bring you into it that way, and we'll bring you out of it that way. So so I go a little bit, and I mean, yeah, I researched and all that, but also I listened to the dog talk and everything else, and people said that they were catching them on Texas rigged worms. I don't even know what I said, and jigs and stuff at dark. That was a lot of people's plan. So yeah, being a stupid thing, this a thing you never listen to when you're doing it is a dog talk, and especially if it's dog talk about shit that's not your game. At this point, I didn't fish plastics much. I didn't fish jigs, but I caved in. I thought about it. I'm like, okay, I ran through this. I ran through this whole section. I caught those two fish. I caught a good, almost a 3-pounder, and I caught another good one. And they were both basically in that one little section of my basically half mile run. So I get, like I said, I kind of run, get a spinnerbait, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, like not much at all. And I had another pole. I actually brought a pole that I had a Texas rig worm on, and I brought jigs and that. So giving it, and I said that was my game plan. Hey, Jess Fish, you're right in the middle of it, but you're at the good part. I must say. and we'll do a little after show for you so you know what's going on that was before. But okay, anyway, so I decided just to go to the spot where I caught those two fish, the same relative area, and pretty much fish something that I had no confidence in for the most part. Because this whole, it's stories after this and everything else about all my seconds and thirds and everything. Plastics and jigs never came anywhere in the picture. It was all power fishing. So anyway, so I go to that spot. I sit there. It's now like 9 o'clock. Weigh-in's at 12. I have two fish in live well. Two pretty good ones, but two. You need a limit if you're going to be somewhere. And I'd had my run. I've been first and second. And I'm going through different size worms. I'm trying like the 6-inch. I'm trying like a 7-inch. I'm trying like an 8-inch. And I'm going like down to a 4-inch. Then I switch and start casting jigs on the spot. And I'm working them all, night. Oh, it's dark. Got to go slow. So I'm just like creeping them, working them. I think I got caught a bunch of times and it breaking off and have to retie. And I was just like, oh man, this is gonna suck. I'm on such a roll. I think at this point I think the first three, I was, second, third or something. So I had a good roll going. And I'm like, oh man, I'm only gonna weigh 2 fish. This ain't gonna look good. This is nothing. And so I don't know. And I'd spent about 2 hours doing it. So suddenly here it is, 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. Weigh-in's at 12. I had a plan going into this. Plan was actually to catch a limit before dark because I didn't know what the hell I was going to do after dark. But if it did go dark, it was to throw on that single blade spinnerbait that I had created and just go up and down that same half-mile stretch over and over. And I was convinced that that would work. And I gave up on that plan within 15 minutes and didn't even fish it much. And then I spent 2 hours doing stuff that was not my game. I had something I would never fish, something I wouldn't even fish during the day, but I listened to the dog talk. And I mean, I don't know if you guys are tournament fishermen or ever, but this is something that they always say, even all the pros, everyone, don't listen to dog talk, don't let it get in your head. They also say, fish your strengths, fish something you feel more confident in. Don't try and fish somebody else's bait and blah, blah, blah. Well, I had no confidence in spinnerbait after night, except for the fact that I did all the research and read a lot of articles and people said it was a really good thing. And I'd given it 15 minutes before I bailed and went to something. that was even worse for me. So anyway, with an hour left, I'm like, you know what? F it. This single blade spinnerbait with the thing in that. This is something I created. I created on my own with the black with a little bit of chartreuse tail. I think, I don't know, this is a number 2 blade. I think I had number 3 on it, something a little more thump. I said, I don't remember if it was a 1/4 ounce like this one or if it's 3/8. But I said, you know what? You have nothing else going. You obviously suck at the worm and jig thing. Go back to what you researched. Go back to the end and start working it. So I picked up single blade spinnerbait. I went back, started working my way down the whole like half-mile stretch. About halfway down, bam, set the hook. Another like pound and a half. And that's all it took. You know, they say it's confidence. It's confidence. It's like, hadn't fished very much, didn't fish it much, but after that fish, yeah, but yeah, all of a sudden, I mean, once I caught that one, I was just like, damn it. Seriously. Seriously. And I think I like sat down for a second and was just like cursing at myself and saying, what a freaking idiot you are. You planned on doing this all after dark. Why did I spend 2 hours throwing those stupid jigs and freaking worms? And I should have stuck to this. And then, yeah, sure enough, I went a little bit further. Bam, another good one. Suddenly I have 4 fish. But I waited until 11 o'clock to do it. Weigh-in's at 12. So by the time I run through the first time, and I caught the 2, so suddenly I have 4, it's like 11:20. And right at the end of it, there's a little spot right at the very end, and there's kind of this rock that sticks out. I hook something really good. And it takes off and it ends up pulling off. And I'm like, frustrated. Now something like 30 minutes left. So I run back through it. I think I caught another 2, but the other one wouldn't help. And I was like, oh my God, why was I stick to the plan, stick to the plan. I spent so much time researching this, so much time knowing that once it got after dark, I was going to throw that black and chartreuse. And then I gave it freaking 15 minutes, bailed out, and spent 2 hours doing freaking shit that I had no confidence in and that was just worthless. So I run back through it and I actually got the spot where the really nice one that I hooked that pulled off. And I don't know if it's the same fish or not, but same exact spot. I'm slow rolling that spinnerbait and boom. And I set the hook and does the same thing. It takes off to the middle and I'm like, yeah. And it pulls off. And I'm like, oh my God, that was a big fish. How did I miss it twice? And then at this time, it's like, I don't know, 1/4 to midnight, something like that. So I go back down and I don't think I caught anything else, but now I have a limit and I have that one that's almost a 3-pounder. And then back in these days, like I said, 7 to 9 pounds won in most tournaments at Nasi. And I had 3-pounder plus a lot of good like 1.5s or whatever. So I end up going back to lunch and end up weighing in, and I got second place. It's like, what? It was another one of those things where, almost like the last one where I had no fish and then 15 minutes to cut the limit. It was kind of the same thing. I only had 2 fish. And then at the weigh-in, of course, everybody, since I was known as the high-speed crank guy, that was the only thing I fished. When you get second place or third place, I think down to 4th place, whatever, during the weigh-in, they ask you what you caught them on, what your plan was. And the funny thing was, second it got to me, I think they were like 20, 22, something like that. It's just a small club. It's just a local club. But yeah, they came to me, and the second he goes, Scott, and this is Pat Fadley, my nemesis, because he's the one tournament director. And I was like, Scott, how'd you catch those fish? And unanimous. But unanimously, everyone's like, high speed crank, high speed crank. And I went, well, actually, before dark, I caught the 2. No, I said, well, before dark, I did catch 2 on the high speed crank, and I realized I went to a smaller size because I tried the big one. And then and then after dark, I went to a single blade spinnerbait. And it was kind of funny because all of a sudden in the crowd, you hear everyone go, oh, spinnerbait. Oh, spinnerbait. And I was like, it was just weird because, like I said, they all thought, of course, high speed crank and everything. But yeah, but then it was just funny because everyone, it was like an epiphany to everybody. Oh, spinnerbait. And I had the idea, and then I didn't trust it, didn't stick to the plan, and went away for it and wasted 2 hours of like a 6-hour tournament, usually like 8 hours. But yeah, but like I said, it was this little single blade. A little single blade. I said, I think I might have this number 2 blade, I think. I might have number 3 on it. But well, that's what I said though. That was the whole thing is everyone said, oh, black flukes at night, oh, black lures, black this. And all that. And to me, though, that's not my thing. At the time, that wasn't my thing. And if you ever do tournaments and everything, it's confidence is 90% of it is mental. And you can watch a lot of pros and everything else, and they'll start out in the pro ranks, they'll do really good, and then suddenly those freaking tank for a year or two, and then all of a sudden they'll start doing good again. And when they talk to him, it's like, well, I went away from my confidence baits. They tried to just do stuff that wasn't them and tried to fish tournaments a way that wasn't them. The thing that actually got them to where they were, but I'm sure a lot of it was like peer pressure and people saying, oh, you shouldn't throw this, you need to throw that. You're a wimp. You know, you only throw a freaking sissy stick, blah, blah, blah. But it's your money, it's your career, it's your life. So a lot of them. But yeah, that's what I did. It's like, it wasn't that I was that much into the spinnerbait. It was something I could do along the water I had and reel it consistently the same way I do with the high speed crank. And something I was used to the same sort of bite because I wasn't into plastics at the time. I wasn't into jig fishing. And it ended up saving me at the end. Yeah, and it's just like I mean, I'm telling you, I did a lot of research as far as night fishing tournaments and blah blah blah, and that's where I came up with the first off spinnerbait, and then to do the black with the combination of the chartreuse plus the chartreuse grub trailer or something. So if they saw it from the side, it might stand out with the bright moon, as well as if they saw it from below, because I didn't usually the depth I'm running it, they're seeing it for sort of parallel, not from below and all. So I spent a lot of time doing that, and then I went away from it. I spent 2 hours doing something that wasn't my confidence bait, something I had no idea what I was doing, even during the day, and then at night, adding to that, and then going back to my game plan and what I thought would work, and it put 3 more fish in the boat and had me a chance at a pretty good one that pulled off twice. But yeah, that was the whole thing about, I mean, that was story of this. But it's, like I said, it's hard to do when you're in a tournament. It's really hard to, because first off, I listen to stupid dog talk and people saying that they did so good. Yeah, well, part of it was that is to be able to just slow roll it and slow it down. But like I said, people listen to the dog talk, even pros say that, like, don't hang around, don't talk to anybody else, go out, stick to your plan, stick to what you want to do, stick to your strengths. And yeah, I just, because I didn't know what to do. It was only my second night tournament ever. And I hadn't fished much at night, except around a launch where there's bright lights and street lights and everything, which obviously draws them in. It's easier to do because But when you're out there in the middle of nowhere, there's no lights from shore. It's just moonlight. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I stuck with the best game plan, and it was the best game plan. But I freaking effed up and went away from it for 2 hours of my 6 hours of the tournament. Just stupid. Stupid. But that was the whole purpose of this story and telling the story was, if you're ever in that situation and you've done the research and everything else, just, I'm just like, the fact that I was so gung-ho about that spinnerbait, and then I gave it 15 minutes, like, after it went dark. Just threw it, like, I don't even know, I think I only made, like, 4 casts. I'm like, I haven't got a bite. Oh, screw this. I'm going to go up there and throw worms and jigs. Like, at a half-mile run, I went, like, 30 yards into it, and I was done. And then when I turned around at the end and went and ran through the whole end of it and just kept throwing it out and slow rolling, slow down, boom. But it only took that one fish, and I was like, shit. It works. I knew it'd work. Why'd I go away from it? And then, yeah. So, there you go. That's the story of sticking to your plan. So, chicks again? Yeah, everybody gets talk, though. What are you talking about? Everybody listens to what everybody else says. I don't usually. I never really do. But it's very easy. Especially, I mean, I was new. Like I said, I think this one was like, well, I did the 4 that I failed on or something. 3 or 4 I failed on. This was like the 4th one where I actually, the 3rd one of the 4th where I actually was doing good. So I was completely new to the whole tournament thing, even at this point. And then it's a night tournament, which it's only my 2nd one. The first one I didn't even get a bite. Broke a bunch of baits, throwing them on the shore. Got lost trying to make my way around the freaking lake at night. So I was pretty proud. I was pretty proud of the fact that I got 2nd place in this one against like 20 other boats and people that have been fishing that lake for like 20 years and fished probably 100 night tournaments. Did pretty good. But I probably could have got 1st place if I wouldn't have fucked up and not stuck to my plan and thrown that spinnerbait. 2nd went pitch black. I would have had like 10 runs down. I'm hearing voices. I could have had 10 runs or 20 runs down that wall instead of like 4. So. Any questions from the gallery? Good question, Chris. I was just asking if anybody had questions. Yeah. Oh, wait, we're gonna. Yeah, I learned my lesson. Well, yeah, no, I didn't have any other. I'm sure it's probably a sarcastic question from Chris in the beginning, but there were no other night tournaments, and I knew what I was doing during the day, so I didn't listen to anybody before that or after that. That was like 2004, I think, 2005. It was real. Yeah, no, I learned it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. That was like 2009. Yeah, it was no. Yeah, Chris, if that was. Yeah, no, I didn't. I had confidence on day tournaments. It was just. It was the fact that suddenly that one was thrown at me and it was a night, and that's why I said my plan going in was to catch them all before it got dark, with my high-speed crank technique. uh, and for some reason, I can only get to 2. I mean, I got a good one. I got a 3-pounder before dark and all that. And then the other thing was right before dark to go with Spook, the top water, but for some reason it was just dead. And that's kind of what left me hanging. Yeah, I wanted to kick everybody's ass, but I wanted to do it before dark so I could just kick back and dilly dally and do freaking nothing after dark. And go in and weigh my fish that I caught before dark. But it didn't happen. And suddenly I was stuck with having to go to my plan for after dark, which was a good plan, but I fucked up and didn't think it was, and screwed up and effed around and listened to Doc talk, and it was just bad. It was bad. I was so stressed for those 2 hours. I was stressed for the 3 hours until I caught that one on spinnerbait. And that's all it took. Talk about confidence in that. That's all it took. The second I hooked that one, boom, I was fishing that thing and I was throwing it, and I had all the confidence in the world in it. But it only took that one fish, and I was like, damn it. I was right. I'm the man. I'm the man. I had it right. Let's do this. Yeah, it worked out. It was a good deal. And now it became a story. No, it wasn't a fisherman. It was me. I should have ran through that whole. Once it became completely black, I should have ran through that whole thing with spinnerbait. I gave it like freaking half-mile section. I gave it 15 minutes and like 20 yards, 3 casts or something. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go up to where I caught the 2, and I'm gonna throw those worms and those jigs. Something that I have absolutely no confidence in. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna throw those. Instead of trying it for a little bit and going back to spinnerbait, I spent 2 hours breaking off and switching and being frustrated. Oh yeah, there's a lot bigger fish in Margarita, but Nazi, they're all spots. Really, it's open again. Brown tinge color, iced tea. What's a what? Wait, what's a darter head? Oh, darter head. That's my. It's kind of like a scrounger head. Yeah. So it's open again. Since we had any rain a week, it went back down. That's good. Funny is, I went to El Cerro today and they dropped the water 2 feet. They pumped it all out to the ocean. Just freaking overnight, they dropped it like 2 feet. I don't know. I guess we're supposed to get more rain, so they're preparing for that. But yeah, they just sucked all the water. They have 2 diesel engines. And they pump it out to the ocean. They just freaking dropped the thing. I was there yesterday until I came back today. I was there at 8 o'clock last night and it was up. So confidence is key. It went down 1 foot. Yeah, well, it drains out that pipe. Low budget. I don't know. Have you ever fished tournaments? You gotta remember, tournaments are 90% mental. Tournaments are 90. It's all in your head. It's all up here. You can spin out real easy. You can just, I don't know. It's obviously at that point in tournaments. Hopefully, you're good enough that you know how to catch fish and you should know how to do stuff. But I don't know, something with the money, something with the time constraints, something with other people. Go, Kevin. Yeah, no, it's all like I said. They said that to me, and I mean, I told this in my very first one when I started tournaments. Yeah, I fished them wrong, but yeah, I freaked out. It was stressful. It was totally different than just. Anyway, I'd be there on days against all the other tournament guys and just be like, no problem, no problem. But yeah, once you pay the money and then, I don't know, it does change things. Trust me. Every little thing that happens suddenly gets magnified. Oh yeah, you start overthinking it. You start, like I said, every mistake that's usually just like, damn it. Well, next time. Yeah, that starts working on you. Trust me. That starts going because you do that, and all of a sudden it happens again. You're like, oh fuck, what's wrong? What's it? And yeah, it's you can spin out really easy. There's a huge mental part of being a tournament fisherman. It can really flip you out, especially if you're in a tournament and you have like a 4 pounder and it jumps in the boat and gets off. And you know the size. It's almost better to lose them and not know what size they are than it is to physically see them and lose them. Because then you start thinking about, that fish, the one you lost, and then you start losing focus on fishing at the moment and being into trying to catch the next one, and it just, yeah, it can be highly stressful. Yeah, I got in. I mean, towards the end of it, and towards the end of my tournaments, because I said this one I just told that was only actually the. Well, let me see. That was only my like 6th tournament ever. But for most people, it usually takes. If you're in a club, it's like 8 to 10 a year. Sometimes it takes people. Sometimes it takes people. They might take them 2 or 3 years, probably 10, 20, 30, 40 tournaments to sort of kind of getting into a rhythm and getting comfortable. But yeah, but this is only my first 4 or 3 I sucked at. It's only like my 6th tournament, 7th. Uh, I don't know. It depends. He's a pumpkin boat. He's a break dancer too. I don't know if you guys remember that, but he used to be big. How long? I don't know. It depends on if I'm in a boat or if I'm on shore. If I'm on shore, if I'm pretty confident in it, and I know that the bait color and the bait choice and all that, according to the watercolor and everything, is probably something they're going to be attracted to. No, I'll fish it sometimes for over an hour. Alex, hey Alex. Nothing. We're just getting at the end. We're just Q&A after the storytelling. Uh, no, I'll spend. I don't know. I'll spend a lot of time. I'll spend like 15, 20, 30 minutes on a certain color if I think it's actually the right choice for the space I'm at, and I don't know how many casts it is, but yeah, I'll often spend, and especially if it's someplace I know and it's a place that I've fished before, I will spend quite a bit of time before I switch. Yeah, I'll fish. I'll spend quite a bit of time on a certain color or anything, and maybe try different angles, like different places and everything else. But uh, I don't know. I guess I think the better question would be if I have a confidence bait and something I think the fish should be hitting, and I fished it for quite a while. How long will I spend fishing a different color in the same area. And when we get to that question, the reality is not very long. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a try, thinking that maybe my first confident choice and everything else is wrong. But if I switch to some different color, like something lighter, something else, and I throw it in the same spot, and it doesn't do anything, 2 talk hands later, 1.5. Yeah, then I'll switch really quick. I'll give a different color or a few casts. No, I don't do that. I actually extremely saturate an area with what I think is going to be the confidence type thing first. But then, like I said, when I start switching colors after the confidence bait, that's when if my confident bait hasn't caught him in that area and I've saturated and worked every freaking rock, every freaking ledge, everything else, when I start seeing if maybe I was wrong with my first instinct, if I start, second guessing it and I start going to either a lighter color or a darker color or some other variation that, no, I don't fish it very long. I'll give it 2 or 3 casts, 4 casts, hit all the major areas. And then I kind of come to the conclusion that, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe they don't like this bait or they don't like this technique. So I'll move to the next one, the next style, and then go to the most confident with that. And then kind of repeat the process with the same thing. But yeah, no, at this point, after 40 years of bass fishing and everything, I pretty much know right away as far as color and size and blah, 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 what would be my best choice and my first thing to start with. So I'm pretty confident right away. So it doesn't, I will throw it for quite a while. Yeah. Same thing with me. I can't fish a lot of active stuff. That's why nowadays I'm usually flicking, drop shot, jig, slow stuff. I can slow roll a spinnerbait. Walk the dog surface doesn't. It's just when I get to jerk baits and crankbaits, anything that I tend to fish faster, I can't do much. That's when everything starts hurting like hell. That's when everything starts going south with me and my wrists start hurting my arm. But I can still do. So the walk the dog, top water is not that bad. Obviously, popper, slow roll spinnerbait, slow roll blade jig. Those don't affect me. It's just when I get to the spinnerbait or deep cranking, yeah, lipless, all that. When I have to really get on it and start, that's my shoulder starts hurting. That's when my wrist starts hurting. That's when I can only give it about 15, 20 minutes and I'm done. Yeah. That is a good question. I get that from a lot of people. No, but I get a lot of people always ask me, how long will you fish a certain color of a bait before you give up? I mean, that's a really good question. Pure nice. Yeah, it's too much of this over the years. Well, now I'm hitting here. When I had the 40s, oh, God. My thumb actually hurt because of drinking 40s. Something about it. Yeah, but no, I'm Hook TV. Yeah, that is that is a good question. I get that a lot. How long? But like I said, the better question is after your confidence color, how long will you fish another color in the same area? That's a much better question. because that's kind of way. And I've been 10 years at the FLW in the back seat. Most pros won't even go away from their confidence color, even if they don't catch anything for 2 or 3 hours. I mean, they'll switch up and throw other baits when they go back to that certain bait. That's what they're throwing. They won't even switch, even if it's like 3 hours, haven't got a bite on it. Once they go back to that plastic or whatever, they're fishing the same as that color because they know that it's the color works. It's just the area where they're either not there for some reason or something else. But and here a lot, at least on drop shots, margarita mutilator. That's all they'll fish. No, it's a confidence color. I mean, it's just I mean, you'll see it when I actually put up some of the. I think I have 2 of them. I have 3 tournament diaries done where I'm behind pros and filming them fishing, what they're fishing at. But it's not that complicated. I don't know. I shore fish a lot, so there's not much moving to do. There's not much. I don't know. Usually I switch lakes. I don't switch places. I'll keep trying the same area, but we're not sure on that. When I do, it's I don't know. I've never really fished. Actually, no, I never fished for it. I fished a couple days before or something, but I didn't pre-fish a lot of mine. Once I figured out the lake, because most of these lakes are new to me. Once I had an area and knew where they were, every tournament we had, I just went back to the same spot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that way. I've never really thought that way. I just had areas where I caught fish. I don't know. I never had that much success doing all the quote standard stuff. I was pretty much just a fish and figure them out guy. I mean, I have a wildlife biology background, so I know a lot of studies and I've studied a lot of fish and their habits and everything. And even on my boat, I didn't even use my freaking electronics at all. Hardly ever. Unless I actually found a spot that I found just from fishing. And then I would kind of go over it with my graph to figure out what the hell I found. But, and see kind of orientation of it. But yeah, I never used my electronics. I use it for temperature a lot. So because I follow a lot of my temperature and when it's going from winter into spring and spring into fall and all that. But I hardly ever used it for any of that. All mine was more visual and feeling and just kind of, I don't know, knowing where I caught them before and kind of understanding where they might go from there. But most of my fishing was pretty much instinctual. Well, explain that, the whole instinctual thing? Uh, I don't. I've tried to do it in all my tips and tricks and my biology bites. That's all I can say. Uh, I don't know. Seriously, my dad didn't fish. Nobody in my family fishes. I just, I don't know even know where I got into it, what inspired me to do it. But when we were young, uh, were you explaining the colors or explaining? Are you talking about that? Color. Well, yeah. There's a lot of random shit that happens. I can't explain it. I can't explain why I suddenly switched to another color for no reason at all. Possibly. I don't know. I said I don't know if I'm a bass whisperer or whatever, but for some reason I understand. That's why I went to school for wildlife biology because I liked fishing, and for some reason everywhere we went, we were camping, we just stopped at a random lake or something. I'd get out and I don't know, I'd just like look. I didn't even have my own baits. It was my dad's old time. I'd like pick something out and go, "This looks really good." I'd throw it and I suddenly catch fish. I mean, there's all kinds of pictures of me from young with like fish from just random places. Yeah, but you can still, I mean, yeah, you can use Google Earth, but when you're on the lake, you just kind of look at it. I mean, that's what I do. I look at the terrain, I look at the shore, I look at how it's laid out, all that other stuff. That sort of, I mean, that can lead you to probably how this shore looks, how that shore looks. Yeah, we'll see. I'm trying to keep you guys focused on me. That's why I still have the fire behind me and haven't gone back to all the chicks fishing. I said at the end we're gonna go back to the chicks fishing. I need you sword the ends because I'm Hook TV and they didn't see what's in store at the pre-show. If you're about the pre-show, no, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Even color choice in that for me, it's more. It's natural. It's natural 90% of the time, and then 10% of the time, for some reason, something totally out of the ordinary for no effing reason. Those fish are all over. But it's always, for me, in my history of it, it always seems to be a total fluke. Like I will just suddenly throw something. Yeah, yeah, it is. I pour my life, soul and heart as far as a bass fisherman and all those things. I still have a lot more to come, but they're getting there. Yeah, most of my time catching them on just something completely, totally freaking random. No, it's not even that. It's on days where it's on days where I can't get anything going. I can't. All of my what 20 years of that time, 30 years of that, 40 years of that time, it just nothing worked. Nothing made sense. Nothing they should have been doing worked. And then suddenly it's the whole what the hell? Let's freaking try this. And bam, I'll like either start catching a lot of good fish or suddenly just catch like a huge fish out of nowhere. And it's just like that made no sense. Out of everything I already tried, there's no way this should have worked. This is like totally the wrong color. This is totally the wrong style. And then boom, it's like freaking huge fish out of nowhere, or so you just start catching the crap out. So there's always that enigma that for some reason it just blows your mind when it happens. You're like, what? There's no way this should have happened. There's no way they should want this or they should want that. I've already tried everything they should want. It's kind of the should be's. Well, yeah, no, it is. No, but what I'm talking about is the time you presented everything perfect and everything. It's just it's just suddenly some random freaking odd ass thing that starts catching fish or catching a big fish like out of nowhere. They will eat anything anytime, but usually there are higher odds that they'll eat a certain type of presentation and everything else. But there's always those times where it's just freaking blows your mind. Like the what 6.5 pound largemouth. I caught it on Nasi Minnow. Spots only. Nobody ever catches them. Yeah, I've caught them on bluegill. Yeah, caught them on just. Oh, you can catch bluegill on just gold hooks. You don't even have to have bait on it. But yeah, I've chrome and black, normal spook, Nasi Minnow, just up against some wall. I have no idea. I just threw it on, started working it. Huge blow up. I hook it. I get in. It's a 6.5 pound largemouth. And yeah, 6.5 pound largemouth out of Nasi Minnow is like kind of unheard of. And screwing the fly. Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. I usually have the habit. I mean, I do my shows. I show myself fishing a lot. I usually tend to have a pretty good day, even if they're not all keepers, even if they're not all huge fish, even if they are a keeper. I'm usually good at figuring them out and catching a lot of fish. Because I don't know. Big fish don't. I don't know. I'm not going to spend all day trying to catch a freaking 10 pound or whatever. I just like catching fish. I mean, I think most people go fishing. If you're not in a tournament, you're just out there fishing. I think it's fun to freaking get bites all the time and catch fish. They don't need to be huge fish, 4 pounders, 5 pounder. I'm happy all day catching 1 to 2 pounders. If I can catch 30 of them in a day and figure out a bite and a technique and do that, I'm happy. So my friend Ash, he's always telling me like, "Oh, dude, you get huge ones, you get big ones. This time of year, you get big ones." I'm like, "Yeah, but we're gonna go out there. It's gonna be raining. It's gonna be like 49 degrees. That sounds miserable. I don't really want to do that." He goes, "Dude, but you can catch big ass fish if we get lucky and we get one." Mom, do you hear me? I don't fucking care. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to be in the rain. I don't give a rat's ass if I catch a big fish. I don't want to do it because I'm going to be miserable. I'm going to be freezing. It's going to be raining. And his whole focus is, "Oh, we get a big fish. We get it." I'm like, "No, I don't care. I'm happy catching 1 pounders all day. It's fun. It's fishing. I'm not in a tournament. No stress, no pressure. It's going out, it's having fun, it's catch fish." It's like having a campfire behind you. Same thing. And now the MLF is kind of doing that. Major League Fishing is changing the whole game because now it's about numbers, not size. So, and that's where everyone's going now with the fishing and everything is the MLF. So it's totally changing everything. I don't know, did I go off on a rant? Nobody's coming. Did I like silence everybody? Everyone's suddenly like, he's ranting. Do you need me to go back to the women? Do we need the campfire to go away and the women? Is that what we need? Some more. Need some after party stuff? Well, I'm Hooked TV wasn't here earlier. He didn't see this. I don't think. New ones. I don't have any new ones, Chris. These are the only ones I have. This is what we had going on earlier. Well, I don't know. Maybe this is all delayed. Suddenly everybody just like stopped. New ones. I don't have new ones, Chris. Like I said. I'm gonna have 2 sets. I'm definitely gonna have to do 2 sets. I'm gonna have to do the pre-show set of fine women that fish, and I'm gonna have to have a after show set of normal American women that fish. 'Cause, yeah. Just by the way, if you type in female fishermen, these are all the these are the photos you'll get. You don't even have to type anything that has to do with. Oh, that's a hook. I didn't even know she had a hook on her boobie. Why is this getting stuck? It's stuck. Come on, get off it. I'm on my oh, there it goes. No, my comments were stuck on there. What time is it? Ooh, 9:30. Yeah, but I'm hooked. This is what you missed in the beginning. This is the pre-show stuff. I'm gonna have to start doing more of this stuff. Finding more of these sort of things, maybe some live action fishing, but I think everybody really likes the stills, so I'm gonna have to do some more research. Painstaking research to try and find more photos of normal American women that either fly fish or are normal fishermen, because this is evidently how all the women that fish look in America. We don't get in a what is up with this thing? It's like having issues. Hidden. All right. Wait, let me go back here. Okay, there we go. Wait, sorry guys, my thing was freaking locked up. I don't know why I was locked up, but my chats have been locked up. I think. Yes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they were locked up. Where's low budget? St. John's River. Those are your girlfriends. Yeah, pretty much. Morocco. Hello, James. Good stuff. Where's the boobies? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up on. I know I have my hand here, but I'm trying to catch up with these. Well, okay, Chris. Till next time. What, Chris left? What up, everyone? There's a little bit. God, it did not show so many freaking chats, guys. I'm sorry. All right, I'm back down to the bottom. No, I kept seeing it. It kept showing up with the chat, but it was still the one with Chris saying tatas. And it would keep showing up, but it wouldn't show me a new chat. Back to live. Oh, so I actually locked up on my end. I was on a lag? Okay. On my end, it didn't tell me. It didn't tell me anything that was on lag. It's just suddenly, I said something in my chats, and they would go away, and they would come back on, and go away, and come back on. But it was always Chris's. It was Chris's fault, because it was Chris's that was at the end when all that happened, and it was his saying tatas. So evidently, guys, don't say tatas in the chat. It's a bad word. It's kind of like saying the S word, the sub word in it, or gun. Don't do tatas. It was. It froze up. It kept coming on, which it does when I see comments, but it kept coming on. It was always Chris's. It wasn't giving me any new chats, and I just found like 15 new chats. Yeah, there you go. Go dash Taz. Because I think the one that locked it up was him going, all one word, tatas. That's what actually locked it up. Yeah, TTFN. You leaving? T-Toss. I don't know, but it totally locked it up after that. I mean, you see it. Well, I don't know. Evidently for you guys, it was locked up. But for me, it was, what the hell's going on? But that's the chick I like, the one with the freaking. Not much. We're going back over. We're post storytelling now. We're back to the pre-show. This was the pre-show. Pre-show is waiting for people to get on. Name that movie. That chick right there has big boobs. See your thumbnail. I know. I don't know. I don't know why I don't get that many people on here. It's like really weird to me. I see a lot of people that just sit around and do just talking that, not fishing stuff, and they'll have like 30 and 40 people on. But I'm like, I don't know. This is just sort of, I don't know. I think the most I've ever had on live was like 18. No, I don't think I have her on here. No, yeah, I don't know why I've never averaged a lot more people. For the most part. Yeah, I'm usually, like I said, I'm usually like 11 to, I think the most I've ever had on is 18. I don't know why. Seems like we have so much fun here and we have so many great people on here and so many channels. Did they? Oh, they did a freaking good job then. They photoshopped that one too, James? I'll make it more, obviously, because it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's the funny thing is, I'm the one that does this kind of stuff. I'm the one that does this fun stuff, listens to my people as far as what they want and about the pre-show and all that other stuff. And I do the research, I do all the time prior to going live to give you guys all of this research and photos and everything you wanted. And I see other people's lives and they get way more many people on than me. But they just sit there. They don't do any research. They don't set this stuff up. They don't spend the time. They don't work with their live viewers and their people to figure out what they want and what they need as far as setup and prep to a storytelling and everything. And yeah, I spent all this time and I mean, I love you guys, obviously, and we get a lot of you here. You'll say your wives. What? No. No, earlier I actually apologized if I had anybody's girlfriends or wives that I accidentally found in the background on the picture. I apologize because I didn't mean to offend you by having your wife or your girlfriend in the background. So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that since all of my viewers are fishermen, and I just kind of found these are random, normal people that fish that are women that maybe accidentally I might have found one of your guys's pictures of your wife or your girlfriend. And like I said, if I do and she appears on there, I'm sorry, but kudos because she deserves to be here. Okay, yeah, see, or ex girlfriend. I'm sorry, I should have said ex current girlfriend, current. Yeah, I should have said that too. You're right, Jessica. I should have said current wife, ex-wife, current girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. If I happen to catch these, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Don't tell your wife. What? Don't tell your wife that I accidentally caught or put up a photo of one of your ex-girlfriends on here. Gold diggers. I'm not saying she's a gold digger. I'm not saying she's a gold digger. No, but I just like the fact that if you just type in female fisherman, you get all these images. It's, that's just what comes up. Well, just don't let her watch live and she won't know. But we don't know which one she is. I mean, it's not like you said, oh my God, that's my ex. That's my ex. No, it is extremely hot where they fish. They would have issues with heat exhaustion, everything else, unless they dress like this while pursuing these fish. At least that's my thought. This is a health issue. They need to be very scantily clothed and everything because it's so hot where they fish. I mean, we don't want to see pretty women like this die or faint or anything because of heat exhaustion and everything else. So while they're out there doing what we love and being women, normal women that fish, they need to be. Yeah, these women are obviously in extremely hot and humid conditions. Oh, really? Well, you gotta fish around here in California. Oh, you finally got my reference. I'm assuming. Ain't calling her a gold digger. Yeah, no, you gotta come here. I have one of my videos with it. And yeah, no, here in California, when I'm going lakes and I'm on shore, there's chicks like this. Well, they might not be fishing, but they're dressed like this in their bikinis and everything, just on shore and swimming. Yeah, like that. They look like that, and they're out there. Don't know why. Health issue. Yeah, it's a health issue. Like I said, we don't. Do we want people that look like that to die? No, it's definitely a health issue. I mean, if there wasn't nudity laws, it'd probably be better off health wise if these women were actually fishing completely naked. I mean, that would be a better way to protect their health in these extreme heat conditions while they're fishing. Maybe we'll have to bring that up, see if we can get that passed. That they are allowed to be completely naked. They can be completely naked if there are extreme dangers of them suffering from heat stroke and everything else while fishing in these extreme conditions. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, why would they be out there like this unless there was a health issue? No, noodling is. All right, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there with the noodling thing. That'd be more like them on a hand puppet, wouldn't it? I'll be a little late. You missed the whole pre-show, and then you missed the whole storytelling. But at least you got here for the post-show. This is a new pre-show. Noodling. Yeah, I mean, seriously. It's a health issue, guys. The only reason these women are fishing in bikinis now is because if not, there'd be heat stroke and issues with their health. Pretty sure that's why women fish in bikinis. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a whole bunch more of the stuff for all the rest of my Tuesday telling. Took me a long time to find all these. Took me a long time to find these researched women fishing videos. So evidently, I'm gonna have to spend a lot more time on the computer. Thanks to you guys. Staring at and downloading photos like these. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of hard time I'm gonna have to spend researching these sort of photos for you guys for the fabulous pre-show that goes into the Storytelling Tuesdays. No, baby. What? No, it should be everybody down with CCB. That's what it should be. Everybody down with CCB. Yeah, you know me. Oh yeah, I just freaking leave this for another. I could probably take the camera, focus it on this, and leave for another hour. You go back and you guys would be like, oh, you were gone? I said, I think I need to do some videos and stuff for next time, but the pre-show get going. And then obviously, evidently, I need to do a after show. Yeah, no, this is a lot of fun. I said I'll get more of it. All right, just fish. See ya. So, how are the Tuesday night storytellings going, guys? Are we getting there? Are they getting more entertaining? Are they getting more fun? Sturgeon. I never got a sturgeon in my life. Heard about them. I think she's got a sturgeon before, though. Better now. What? The Tuesday storytellings are better now? They're getting there? Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's already almost 10. It was fun, though. It was you guys that got me into this idea. I'm going to definitely do more of it. There's going to be more photos. I don't know. It took me a while to find one where I could actually download them at a quality bit rate so you could actually see them on here. So, I mean, I don't know. You guys are going to make me do. You guys are going to make me have to spend a lot of time researching this sort of stuff and finding women that look like this. And, but I'm willing to do it for you guys. I'm willing to spend hours and hours and hours finding normal bikini clad women that are fishermen that are a representation of the women that fish here in California. And yes, like I said, I'm gonna spend time. I'm gonna find more. Like I said, Hunto Fisho somehow out of nowhere. I don't know what he is. That's my girlfriend. That's why I said I'm sorry if I have anybody's girlfriend on there, anything else. But yeah, Hunto Fisho was actually somehow out of nowhere. He counted that there were 33 photos of women on this slideshow. And there's actually 34 because the 34th one is. Did I? I don't even know. I'm not even watching it. I was just pointing. Did I hit her belly button or did I like do it up and down on her boobs? Um, but yeah, he counted 33. I'm like, how'd you know there were 33 videos in here? Yeah, in here. 30. I didn't even think about the finger thing. I could go, yeah, that could go really bad. I mean, really bad, or it could go really, I mean, because I could not know. Yeah, you count them, but why would you count them? I don't understand why you would count 33 of these. I just, that was just sort of an odd thing. Like I said, I knew there were that many, but it was just kind of odd that you were like counting the women as they were by. That's what we all said at the time. Rain Man? It was like, was it instinctual or did you physically go, how many slideshows does he have? Oh my God, there's 33 different women. I don't know, it's a talent. Yeah. I yeah, I was intentional with that one because I could see where my finger was. So that one was intentional. I will say. The other one, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Alrighty. glad I didn't have finger placement on that one. That would have been really bad. If there are 33, you don't have to count anymore. No need to count anymore. We know there's 33. I don't know. Next time I do this, I'm gonna have to have 200 or something. Yeah. No, I'm gonna have to. I thought I got a lot with that, but it was only 33. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna try and find. Sorry, guys, and sorry that I have to do this, but I'm gonna spend a lot more time looking at pictures like this and try to find at least Tactical Bassin. They know who I am, but I don't think I'll ever go with his catchers. Really, I'm gonna pay him just to collab with him. I don't think so. Yeah, no. If they know me, they respond to me. They know who I am. They want to collab with me. We'll collab, but I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay him as a guide just to go collab with him. Subscribe. What? Me in a bikini or them? Me? No, you don't want to see me in a bikini. Might do something with these, but I do a subscribe now because I have cool chicks. Oh, my subscribers should send me pictures of them in a bikini. Is that what you mean? Or should I tell people these are my subscribers? Should I say these? Please subscribe because these are my subscribers. And they're hot in their bikinis. I think I know where you're going with that. That could be good. That could definitely go places. I know that's what I was saying. No, but yeah, this could be a subscriber reel for CCB. Like, please sub. And yeah, I think that's what he was saying, guys. I think he was trying to help. Yeah, see, he's on our side. Good recipe for that. I don't eat fish. I don't eat fish. I hear they're good breaded. Well, I don't work at Marshall's anymore, but there used to be a lot of really cool chicks there. So, couldn't. I used some of them in my thumbnails and that, but I really couldn't get it. Want to get something to go fish with me for fun, make a good show of it, but yeah, they're all edible. Am I gonna harm you? I know everything they say, blah 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 blah. No, they're fine. They've done fine. Yeah, no, they're fine. They ain't gonna be. I mean, all that shit doesn't. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. I hear him to count videos. No, it's all. Man, you can eat them. You can eat Malay, you can eat the crappie, you can eat everything on there. Well, if you're gonna be taking the big ones, no, you can't eat them. They're dangerous. Don't ever eat them. Don't eat them ever. No, if you're gonna eat them, take the like 1 2 pounders. Don't take big ones. Sorry, but I don't mind if you eat them. Just don't take big. Don't take anything over like 3 4 pounds. 1 2 pounders is usually better. I'll say the carp. Carp are good. You can eat carp. Carp are fine. They're a delicacy. You can eat catfish. You can eat the crappie. No, there's nothing wrong with them. They say that, but I said, trust me. Um, yeah, I moved to wine, guys. Um, um, yeah, no, most of that stuff that's in the water that's supposed to be a toxin gets taken out. Gets taken out in the fish's liver and everything. If it ain't killing them, it ain't gonna be doing anything. It's like I said, they stopped talking trout because they checked the liver and the liver had blue green algae in it. And I'm like, well, good. The blue green algae is a toxin. And yes, it's in their liver because the liver's supposed to take out toxin. So you can eat the freaking trout, just don't eat the liver and you'll be fine. The only reason this whole thing happened. Your favorite. No, you're just trying to scare him now. No, I don't care if he eats them. Just eat the little ones. Eat the little like pound and a halfers. Leave the big ones alone. No, the whole scare from Pinot came from the fact that otters died. Well, yeah, you could catch a couple smaller ones. You'll be fine. No, the whole thing with YouTube. Some otters supposedly died. Irish sailor. Um, yeah, no, some otters died. They died from blue green algae intoxication that was in the mussels. Since the mussels are all mostly muscle and body fat, they're filter feeders. It absorbed into their body. Otters evidently ate them. It was high concentrations because it takes really high concentrations of blue green algae to affect you. That's pretty much why nobody has ever been infected or shown to be infected or had any sort of health issues from Pinot Lake from blue green algae. But it was just an extreme circumstance. At the time they were looking for it, they ran to Pinot. It was in the fall. That's when the blue green algae bloomed. And so, yeah, they supposedly traced the death to. Why? Because I'm telling the old story that I've told before. Yeah, but no, they traced it back to that, which led to that. The only ones big ones. Yeah, but so yeah, that's the whole. I'm a wildlife biologist. I know all that shit. So yeah, it was bullshit. Brainworms there right now. It's just stupid shit people believe for no stupid effing reason, except other people tell them it's true. Just like when I say this is a top representation of female fishermen in America. That girl has such big boobies. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a wildlife biologist. Been there, done that. Actually, NRM, Natural Resource Management, Fisheries, Wildlife Concentration. So, yeah. I've never even heard of brainworms. I have no idea what you're talking about, brainworms. You ain't eating the brains anyway. You're just eating the fillet on the side that you flip over and cut. So, I mean, is that what you said? Brainworms. Never even heard of that. Never heard of. Never heard of fish with brainworms. That's bizarre to me. So, you guys, I haven't. I'm just now starting to like. Oh, finger placement. No, I never worked for a fishing game. No, I never worked for them. I did a couple like applied for a few jobs that I don't know. That I didn't qualify anyway. I had a degree because I didn't have experience, and then I did a couple educational field trips and stuff because my sister, and my brother-in-law work at Camp Keep and Lost in Montana de Oro. So yeah, I did some field stuff with that. Yeah, we'll see. That's just see. I'm playing this at the end because Big Worm, you came in late. I'm Hooked TV came in kind of late, but this was the pre-show. Remember last week we said because it took. I mean, I started at 7:30. It took around a little over 8:15 or whatever before we started getting a lot of people in. So that's where we came up with the idea that I needed to do a pre-show before before the actual show. So that's where all these images are coming behind it. These are from the pre-show. You keep people, kept everybody entertained when I only had like 2, 3 people, 4 people. No, well, it's been constant now, but it took us a while. We had like 6, 7 people. We had 6 people for a long time, and then since we went up to the 11 or 12, since we got up to the how long we've been like 11, 12, 13, kind of consistent now since the whole story telling started. But yeah, I don't know. I watched other lives. Oh God, that's long. Give me a sec. Yeah, there's man, uh, yeah, it's just there's a lot of scientific stuff that goes into trying to figure out how to have the best size population, everything. It's just you never know, but Pinot is amazing. I mean, the amount of fish it has and the size quality for the fact it's only like 72 acres, it is pretty much an enigma. But there's just, I don't know, there's a lot of good bait. There's just, I don't know, it's just a certain combination with all the flooding around the edges, around the middle, the fact that it has hitch, the fact that it has golden shiners. It doesn't have any shad. I don't know if that plays a factor of it being such a high productive, bigger bass lake, but there's a lot of factors and everything else. A lot of them try to predict lakes. uh, I don't know. Everybody's trying to predict lakes and plan lakes and stock them when they're being built and everything else. And I don't know. Nature has its way. It just happens. No, there's nothing wrong with Pinot. Pinot's freaking amazing. Oh, you made it home. You're off the road. You stopped texting and driving. Sorry, you weren't texting. You were commenting. There's nothing wrong with Pinot. Pinot's freaking amazing. Don't even touch it. They already effed it up by trying to clean out the blue green algae, and now the blue green algae suddenly is blooming in the winter, which it never did. And it just, I don't know. They paid $1 million to F up the lake. It's been there for 10,000 years. It's natural. Leave it alone. It's amazing. That's all I got to say about it. I'm done with Pinot. No, I'm done with Pinot. It's amazing freaking lake. They need to leave it alone. They already might have effed it up. We don't know yet. It's only been a year, and weird things are happening. It has more fish per acre and size per acre than, God, I don't know, even lakes, trophy lakes in Mexico. Our friend caught 10+ bass in 2018 in Pinot. That is freaking amazing. I've personally seen 10s taken out there, 11s out there, couple 11s taken out there, and wait. There's been up to 13s out there. No, that lake's amazing. It's a complete freaking enigma. Oh no, you want to see devastation? No, not that. It's what happened was when the A rig came out. When the A rig came out, oh my god. Luckily, it died off and everything, but the A rig was freaking. Oh my god, we saw so many people at the time when it first came out fishing it and catching like 6, 7, 8 pounders, 9 pounder Asians were throwing it. People were catching it and taking everything home because it just took it by storm. No, it was Kim. Kim caught 5. He caught the last one on December 31st, I think. Yeah, no, Kim. No, Mike though. I personally filmed. Well, took the picture of the one he caught for me. He caught across from me and came to me to take a picture of it, and it was 11.3. Yeah, I don't think fishermen really don't have that much to do with it. To tell you the truth, I mean, unless they're out there with a gill net or something like that, uh, fishermen aren't gonna. They won't kill a lake. There's no way. I mean, Pinot itself has like it has pretty much has a stock population of probably 50 cormorants. And I don't know if you know anything about cormorants, but the amount of food and everything else, and they are in that lake constantly, over and over, and they are fish eating effing machines. Plus, there's the pelicans that hang out there. But no, but I mean, I don't know. Nothing stops that lake. I mean, it's a 10,000-year-old natural lake, and there's just so much bait in there, so much food in there for the bass. Just there's no. I said it's an enigma. It's even. I don't. I think per acre feet of water, Pinot probably has bigger fish than the Delta or Clear Lake, and especially for its size. But even if you compare the size, I bet you it has bigger. It's just an amazing freaking lake. It's an enigma. It's just It just is. You can go to Kelly, which is what Kelly's just down from it. Nowhere near it. Fish average 1-2 pounds. I don't know. There isn't really. It's all the time. It just happens. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, I guess Virginia does have yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know your lakes. Low budget. Um, sorry. Maybe I spoke out of turn, but yeah. You're right. You might have some Virginia lakes that will produce better than Pinot. Yeah, no, I've said it on and off forever in my freaking videos about when I fish Pinot. I said this place is freaking an enigma. It's amazing. And that's why you have a lot of these people like Mike and Kim and everybody else. And that's the only lake they fish. And they like to spout off about how many fish they catch and how big the fish are. And I'm like, oh, it's freaking Pinot. Like, who couldn't do that? It's like, go to Kelly, just next door. Won't be able to do that. Go to Coyote Lake. Go to Anderson Lake. Go to any lake you can put your boat in other than here. You won't do that good. Why do they catch so many fish? Because it's easy to catch fish in Pinot for the most part. It's just it's pretty much statistically a very easy lake. Well, wait, what do you mean? You grilling me now? You trying to find out my secrets about their secrets? Is that what he's doing? Because yeah, no, Kim. Well, I don't know. Mike does a lot of stuff, but Mike, when he's flipping, it's usually jigs. But actually, Kim, he usually flips weightless Senkos. Yeah, Kim usually uses, I think, like 6-inch, 7-inch weightless Senkos. That's what he flips. Or a lot of edges and stuff. He does do swim jigs in there sometimes. Yeah, he mostly flips. Both of them mostly flip. Well, it's a long way to come. Coming all the way from New Zealand. You gotta learn to say, watch my previous videos. Not really. All right. I'm Hook TV. He likes to promote me, and I love him for the fact. I don't know. I know that late. The funny thing is, I know that late night gets more fish than a lot of them, and I've only been fishing it for I think 2012 first time I went there. 2013. I don't know. I'm getting them delayed. I think it's kind of, and I'm getting further into the alcohol. Yeah, they're good. They're fun, and yeah, I have. That's what I said. I have a lot of them on there, but I get hit with a lot of people that are newer to the channel and keep hitting me with, "Why would you do this? Why?" I'm like, well, I have freaking almost 900 videos, guys. Go back and watch. Go, go research me. You're into me now. You subbed to me. You're watching me now. Go back. Trust me. I've been here a while. I know what I'm talking about. Just all your answers can be, all your questions can be answered if you just go back and look at all the freaking videos I've done. I have tons and tons and tons of videos. at Pinot from when I used to have my old boat there, from before I used to have my boat, and I filmed them on a rental. And even before that, when I filmed them on Matt's boat, and I filmed them on Rick Ocean Diablo's boat, and it's all there. Oh God, a video about flipping? Are you serious? It's becoming wet. Wait, I missed that one. No, go back. Oh God, Jesus. As far as flipping, are you kidding me? Go back. I don't know. I have like a million freaking channels or pages on video. Go back like 5 pages. If you go to mine, 6 pages. I bunch them. They're video blogs. Me and my boat. I have one of me doing a. Jesus. I have one of me doing a tube color challenge that's flipping. I have me doing a skirted bobblehead jig video, a regular bobblehead flipping jig video. I actually left Pinot and started fishing all the other lakes of the hill, like Coyote, Anderson, Chesbro, Uvis, all those over there, because I was tired. Because I was tired of just doing the same thing and flipping, and I'd already filmed myself cranking it at Pinot, and that's right. I don't have anybody that has a ranch. I don't even know how to do that. But anyway, yeah, they're all on there. Just go back. There's lots of flipping. There's lots of everything. I'll do what? Infinite fish. I think I've already done that. As far as numbers in the video, sometimes we've caught like 30, 40 fish. I need a blue wrench. You're right. No, everything. I don't know. Everything's on my show. And now I'm doing. And now I'm spending the time and the research during my storytelling Tuesdays to. I don't know how to do any of that blue wrench stuff. I'm on my phone. But yeah, I spend the time to do all this research, and we spend a lot of time doing all this stuff. Well, I don't know. Did we have any on here? I don't think we had that many on here tonight. I don't think we did. I don't know why everybody keeps asking for a blue wrench on stuff, because I don't know, most people are on here that are talking to people that are on here all the time. All right, well, we'll get to that eventually. $50 charge. No, I don't. There's Andre. I don't know who you're talking about tonight, guys. Most of these guys that are on here, guys that are on here all the time, as far as I know. No, I don't know you guys. Yeah, there's definitely, as far as as far as when I'm in here and we're actually troll hunting, like on Friday nights, when I go back to the late night Friday night troll hunting. You're bald. Yeah, I know. When I take my hat off, I am actually bald. But no, most of these people are on here, have been on here before. Yeah. See, yeah, they're good. No BS TV. Yeah, no. We're pretty we're pretty cool here. We're pretty cool here right now. I haven't really ever had anybody I haven't had any trolls in here on Tuesday storytelling. It's usually the Friday night, but I promoted it and I've said like troll hunting and so, and it's usually what right now it's only 10:30. I usually don't go live for troll hunting until um finger placement again. Sorry guys. Um until like 9 o'clock, 9:30. Yeah, I said I don't know about that. I don't know about I know. I said that one I did intentionally because I kind of saw that my finger was like right in that little area. So that was kind of why I kind of moved it over a little bit because somebody earlier was saying because I was just like kind of doing this and suddenly I was like doing that and I didn't know I was paying attention to where we're too random. Yeah, now I'll figure out how to do the blue red stuff. But I don't want and I mean I don't really need it because tonight has been fine. And the other times that I go live, we're looking for trolls because we're trying to have fun with them. And remember last time I was live, last Friday with that troll, and he paid me $15. I don't know how. Somehow during the whole thing, he ended up paying me. So it's good to go troll hunting. And I'm going to see if I can go troll hunting and find, oh, and find maybe now we got to beat the $15 troll. So maybe late night this Friday we'll do more troll hunting and we can see if we can get a troll to come on and maybe try to be the top troll because now we have trolls going and we can call them out and say, hey, like Jet, this troll the other night, blah blah blah. He got me video. And maybe we can get them to go, oh yeah, well F you, I'm the freaking real troll. And maybe they'll like pop up with $50 or $60 or something bigger. Doomsday, there's where'd you come from? You came on way late. Low budget style. I'm gonna get all that. We gotta wait till it's good. Freaking, it's crap right now, and we're gonna have a bunch of rain. Trust me, it's gonna be a wet March. Maybe getting into April, May, June, something like that. Yeah, last Friday, he's the one that ended up paying me money. But now we have that to work with. I'm thirsty and I'm about done. Done. Oh my God, how did I accidentally do two thumb things like that again? Sorry, guys, that was totally accidental. Yeah, pretty much. Already did two steals, and I have everybody back here talking about all this stuff. This is the pre-show stuff. There's gonna be more for next week. It's gonna keep going until my Tuesday storytelling Tuesdays are done. But yeah, we came up with this pre-show. Now I'm gonna have to do something that's an after show because we're all still on here. We're also talking. Well, no, this whole show went like now we're almost up to 3 hours, guys. I can't believe it goes so long. That's freaking amazing. It's now been 2 hours and 54 minutes. That we've all done. And I just got that, which I'm sure you heard. That some of my battery's gonna go. Yeah, he paid me $15 by the end of it somehow. We have no idea how. We have no idea why. But yeah, he just kept spewing off that he was, dude, I'm legit. I'm legit. I'm not just a troll. Anyway, he kept saying like, can you suck my dick? And oh, how's your cock and all that. And then he just, yeah, no, but all of a sudden, right at the end of it, he gave me $5. A little bit later, he gave me like another $10. And he started spewing off that he was legit. He was trying to promote his punk band. And yeah, I don't know. He just, he, that's what his whole thing was. He was trying to tell her he was legit. I don't know. He didn't get anything from me as far as what he was asking. I think we just, I don't know. We just turned it on him somehow, and he suddenly felt like, yeah, I don't know. We turned it on him somehow. He felt like, because he started talking about the '80s stuff, and we started freaking blocking him on that. Me and Chris, and I don't know. I think he just decided that he needed to ante up and feel like he was the better man. And so with him whole, well, I'm legit, us going, I don't think so. He suddenly gave me $5, and then suddenly gave me 10 more bucks. So it was kind of funny. But yeah, that's why we want to do this more. We want to go Friday night, late night troll hunting. And we don't want Blue Ranch people. We want the trolls to come on. So yeah. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun taking on the trolls on Friday nights. And I think the more that we do late night Friday night and say troll hunting, and yeah, the more we add the troll hunting to it and everything, I think we're gonna start getting more and more. And it'll be a lot of fun. Chicken big butts. Has anybody been fishing much lately? I haven't. I fished the other day, but yeah, maybe. Check out those boners. Yeah, boobers. Yeah. Ah, yeah, there's gonna be more of this. It's gonna be more fun. But the whole, I said it was the pre stuff, now it's become the post stuff. But yeah, we're gonna maybe, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do I don't know, might do stuff with name that fish, that other sort of stuff that ends up kind of collaborating with the women with their fish. Why I'm hooked TV. I don't know what that means. That is a great shot right there, I must say. I said there's gonna be a lot more of this coming, guys. I do. regulars. Yeah, one ranch charges up all the regulars. I like that. Not me. I'm not a deep guy. Why would the like, girls gone grabbing? No, girls gone diggling or dangling. Girls gone dangling. That's what it is. That's what it should be. Girls gone grabbing. Now they're dangling. All these girls are fishermen here. I'm not even that buzzed. Remember, this was the pre-show stuff. Well, this is all the pre-show stuff. This is the fun stuff. This is the fun beforehand stuff. And well, I did the whole storytelling, and now a lot of people are still on here, so we went to back to the pre-show stuff to show people what they missed. I think it was on Book TV. Now Doomsday is on here, and now other people are on here. But this is what we were doing before. No, it's not. These are, if you type in on Google female fisherman, that is where I got all these. Yeah, no, but this is where I got all these. I didn't type in sexy hot chicks or hot women fishing, nothing. All I did was click female fisherman, and it led me to this site with all these girls. So I had to spend all the time downloading all these and putting them in a file so I could run them on a slideshow so I could have them running in the background. And originally, like I said, it was before the pre-story because last week we came up with the fact that there were a lot of people around that didn't understand that there were a lot of us here before, or not many of us here, before it went to the storytelling. And I like to start the story until we have quite a few people so people don't miss it, don't interrupt it. So that was where this whole you should have cheerleaders or some order sort of thing going on before. So that's where this is from. And now that the story time was over, we went back to uh, supporting and promoting the women of fishing. Um, I don't know what you mean. I'm just trying to support females that fish by using them in my thumbnails as pre-show before I start. It's all totally coincidental if men might like it. Yeah. Uh, oh, I have 5 more of these. It'll be fun. This is only the 4th storytelling. I have some more to give. How do fish get high? I don't know. Seaweed. That was pretty good. Yeah, all right, guys. I'm gonna have to shut this one down. It's now Like, I don't know. It's been over 3 hours. I don't really like mine to go that long. And my battery is like almost out. Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. At least for this one. I said it's been 3 hours and 5 minutes. Um, I don't. Next week, another storytelling Tuesday. I'm gonna obviously have to find new female fishermen for the background. Some more dedicated women and women that usually fish a lot and fish like this, because that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to show and support the women that fish on the show. So that's why I found all this footage of women that fish. But yeah, I can shut it down and probably gonna show up with a late night Friday night. What the hell? And we'll do some more troll hunting and do Q&A and just chat and hang out. But thank you guys so much. And hopefully next week, join me and join early for the pre-show. And hopefully maybe I'll have a different kind of thing for the post-show, because we're kind of doing it like a freaking basketball game or anything right now. You're like right now in the XM. But yeah, thanks everybody. Oh, and thanks you a little bit, dude. $5 chipping in and being the Patreon guy so far. I got another video coming up for that, and hope everybody join. Yeah, everybody join him. Everybody go to Patreon. Low budget's my one Patreon supporter. Come on, guys, like, come join him for like just $1 or something. But yeah, go to Patreon. Patreon.com/Bath to support us. But yeah, Low Budget's done it. He's on here all the time. He learns tons. He even knows what's in my car and how I go about my daily fishing. But seriously, I gotta go. I'm like, I've never. This is like the second time in a row I've gone over 3 hours. Second time I've never go this long, but the second time now. And all right, thanks guys. Look for a late night Friday, and I got to upload tomorrow, something different. But thanks a lot. I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. Thanks a lot.